Alright folks, so I hope all is well. Today is going to be the first in a series of 5 lessons that I'm doing with the Island Arts Centre. Thanks for the requests so far. Keep them coming and I'll try and get through as many as I can in the next couple of weeks. Today we're going to look at one of my favourite Stevie Wonder tunes. It's called I Wish. It's got a really cool bass line and some funky chords that go over the top. Usual crack, we're going to begin super easy. So if you're a complete beginner, you'll be able to play this, hopefully. And then we're going to get a little bit more difficult. So if you're intermediate, you know, that'll suit you. And then for my fingerstyle guitar friends at the end, there's something really tricky that we can try out. So we're going to begin with the beginner part and we're going to look at the bass line. The bass line sounds like this. Okay, so 8 notes. We're going to break that into 2 phrases. So the first 4 notes go like that. So that is the 4th string up on the 2nd fret, the 3rd fret of the top string, open 5th string, and the 2nd fret of the 5th string. Okay? The next 4 notes are open 5th string, 4th fret of the 5th string, open 4th string, and the 1st fret of the 4th string. That goes like this. So putting those 2 parts together, go like that. The cool thing about that is that you land here, right? So that's the 1st fret of the 4th string up, and then to get back to the start, all you have to do is shift that up 1 fret, and you're back to the start, and it goes in this kind of cycle. So if I play it twice in a row, sounds like that, and that's it. That's the bass line. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced and you've mastered that, you can extend the bass line, right? And this is the kind of accurate version that the bassist kind of plays. The cool thing about this is that the first part of the bass line is what we just played, and the second part is the exact same notes, but some of the notes are up an octave. Okay, so that goes like this. One more time. Okay, so that is the 2nd fret of the 4th string up, open 3rd string, 2nd fret of the 3rd string, open 2nd string. Okay? The next 4 notes, 2nd fret of the 3rd string, 4th fret way up on the 5th string, and then 0, 1 on the 4th string. So all together sounds like this. And then if you put that together with the first part that we done, it sounds like this. Cool. Alright, so the next thing we do is add some chords. There are 2 chords to this, and there's easy ways to play these chords, and there's slightly more difficult ways to play these chords. Easy way, E7, A7, that's it, E7 and A7. If you want to make it a little bit more funky, a little bit more rhythmic, we can shift it up. And we have an E7 sharp 9, alright, so E7, sharp 9. And that goes to A7, that looks like this. Okay, so your E7 there is from the 5th string up, that's 7, 6, 7, 8. And then the A7 from the 4th string up, that is 5, 6, 5. And for the E7 sharp 9, you can play all the strings. And for the A7, I would stick to just the bottom 5 strings. Okay, so as far as the rhythm goes for the strumming, what you can do is something like this. Okay, so there what I'm doing is I'm hitting the top string, strumming the chord. Then I'm doing a kind of like a little kind of tap, or you could just do a muted down strum and then come straight back up with an up strum. Okay, so there's kind of like 4 events or things that you're doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's for the E7. For the A7, what you're going to do is do that tap or muted down strum again, and then come straight up and then straight down. Putting those together. Now, again, we can bring in some of the bass line, and this sounds really cool. So, once we played the A7, we can play 3 more chords that lead us back to the first chord. And it goes like this. Okay? So, from the A7, we're keeping our 3rd finger where it is, and making this sort of staircase shape. Okay? So that's from the 5th string up, 4, 5, 6. The next chord is 5, 5, 6. And then the next chord is 6, 5, 6. Okay, so A7, and then... And the cool thing here is that you're in a really nice position just to shift that up a fret and go back to the start. Okay, so putting that together sounds something like this. Alright, so for those of you who are maybe a little bit more advanced, you've mastered all that, and maybe you're into fingerstyle guitar, what we're going to try and do is put the bass line together with the chords at the same time. So, first thing you've got to do for this is to master the easy bass line we did at the start, but everything should be played with your thumb. Okay. That's the bass line. We're going to put some chords to this. The chords look like this. That's it. So the first chord is the 2nd string up on the 3rd fret, and I'm playing the bottom 3 strings with my index, middle, and ring fingers. So I'm playing that twice and then switching to the 2nd fret on the same string, and that gives us a kind of E7 sharp 9 vibe and an A7 vibe. Okay, so now all we have to do is play both parts at the same time. So, we're going to split this into 2 halves again. First half goes something like that. So I've got this sort of G shape here, not quite a G shape. My first finger is on the 4th string up, middle finger is on the top string, and my 3rd finger is on the 2nd string. I'm going to play the first bass note on its own, but the 2nd bass note gets played along with the chord. Okay? Now, the 3rd and 4th bass notes get played alone, but in between those, you want to pick a chord. So it goes... Okay, so all 4 together. Once again. Then for the next 4 notes, we're switching to the A7. So we're switching over here, and we're going to play the next bass note, which is an open string, together with the A7, and then just finish the bass line as it is. Once more. Okay, so putting both parts together. Okay, and that is it. That is the kind of the verse part and the chorus part for I Wish. Hope that was helpful. If you have any more requests, let me know and I will see you next week.